Hello again, my DIY loving friends. I'm Sarah, and this is Medicated Housewife DIY, where crafting and mental health come together. Today, I've got some exciting projects for you. We're going to transform these simple $1.25 Dollar Tree plastic trays into chic high-end decor pieces that will make your home look fabulous without breaking the bank. So what are you waiting for? Let's go DIY together. For this DIY, I got a case of these large plastic trays that are new to me at Dollar Tree. They're really big and only $1.25 each, but unfortunately they come in 3 colors, gray, orange, and green. No white or black, so I'm going to spray paint this one with some Rust-Oleum flat white paint primer, which I will link for you in the description box below. Once the spray paint dries, I'm using this Speedball metal leaf adhesive, which I will link for you below, and some sheets of gold leaf, which I will also link for you below. I'm using a small paintbrush to apply the adhesive, and I'm going to paint some random lines going in diagonal directions, starting in the corner of the tray, as you see me doing right here. Then I wait a couple of minutes for the adhesive to become tacky, and I place a piece of the gold leaf on top of the adhesive and pat it down a bit. Now, I am not very experienced working with gold leaf, so my technique may not be the best, but all in all, it is not a super hard thing to work with. It is, however, very messy, like worse than glitter messy, so consider yourself warned about that. I use a soft dry brush to brush away all the excess leaf that's not stuck to the adhesive, so this is where that messy part begins. I then use the adhesive and that brush again to do the exact same thing on another section of this tray, and I'm brushing away the excess leaf as I need to. I continue doing this until that entire front side of the tray is covered in this random kind of diagonal pattern of the gold leaf. I didn't have a set pattern going into this. You can totally do whatever kind of pattern you want. This is just what I came up with. It's an abstract kind of just, I don't know, gold pattern. I liked it though. Then I wanted to see how the handle would look covered with the gold leaf, and I kind of liked the look. So I then used a scissors to cut some strips of the gold leaf, and I covered the handle on the other side as well, covering that handle and the entire tray lip on that side of the tray. First, I covered it with the adhesive, and then with those strips of gold leaf that I had cut. And at that point, I had decided I wanted to cover the entire lip of the tray using up all of those strips of the gold leaf that I had cut before, so that the tray would end up being framed entirely with gold leaf. Then I went in with some more adhesive, just fill up all those little empty spots that were inside the tray with some more of that random pattern of the gold leaf until I felt that the tray looked as gold filled as I was really hoping for. I used the brush to really clean off the stray gold pieces and gold dust. And once I cleaned up all that gold leaf debris, and believe me guys, there was a lot, I used this Minwax polyacrylic clear gloss, which I will link for you below, to seal up the whole top, the handles, and the lip of the entire tray, just to protect it and to give it a lovely glossy sheen. And this is my gold leafed glossy tray, and I really like the look of the random gold pattern as well as the naturally distressed look of the gold handles and tray lip. And even though this is not the most rigid plastic or the strongest tray, it still can hold light items for serving and looks extremely elegant as a decor item for your living room, or gorgeous as a vanity tray for perfume bottles, makeup, or jewelry. This is a serious glow up for a $1.25 plastic tray. For this next DIY, we're using another one of those large plastic trays from Dollar Tree. I've already spray painted this tray with Rust-Oleum white primer. Once that paint dried, I'm going to paint over all the white using this acrylic paint in warm beige, which I will link for you below, I paint the whole tray, including the front, the tray lip, both handles, as well as the outside tray walls. I'm not really concerned with painting the bottom of this tray because it will not be seen. Once the warm beige dries, I'm going to use some folk art antique wax, which I will link for you below, and a dry chip brush. I'm giving the entire tray a very generous coat of the wax right over the beige, and the brush strokes from the wax over the beige color kind of gives me like a faux wood grain effect, which really gives this tray a ton of character in my opinion. It's like night and day. Once the antique wax is dry, I'm taking this apple barrel khaki color, which I will link for you below, and a dry chip brush, and I very sparingly distress paint over the wax with the khaki color. I'm emphasizing the edges and the grooves to give the tray an aged and distressed wood look, and I'm adding some dimension to our faux wood finish. Once that dries, I have this flower wall sticker set from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to peel that sticker off and place it in the middle of my tray. And after I place it and I push it down a little bit to try to get it to stick, I very lightly go over the edges of that sticker with some of the antique wax that's still on my chip brush. And I'm also going to do a little bit of the khaki color that's still on that brush to make the sticker just blend in a little bit more with the tray. Okay, so this adhesive on the back of the sticker really doesn't want to stay to the tray very well. It doesn't want to stick. So after using a roller to help it along, I decided I may need some Mod Podge under that sticker to help make it stick to the tray. I'm using this matte Mod Podge that you can get at Dollar Tree just to try and give that sticker a little help staying down. I also use the roller to try and help the Mod Podge along and really push it into that tray. Now, I don't know if it's because the tray is painted or because it's plastic. Maybe that's why that sticker won't stick. I also have very little experience using these Dollar Tree wall stickers. So if any of you know why this is happening to me, is it me or is it the wall stickers? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to give the sticker a few minutes to dry, and then I'm going to coat the entire front and the handles of that tray with the Mod Podge to seal in the design and to seal in the painted finish as well. And this is my wood-grained floral decoupage tray, and I think this tray is really charming. The wood grain really turns the project up a notch, and the floral sticker really softens it all up. Not sure how I would categorize this decor piece. It's not really rustic, not really cottagecore or shabby chic. Maybe it's a little farmhouse, but in any case, this is a fantastic transformation of a less than pretty green plastic tray for $1.25 from Dollar Tree. Just what a good DIY should be. This next DIY begins with this small plastic bowl I got at Walmart, but Dollar Tree has many plastic bowls in a similar size to this one. I am also using this plastic cup that comes in a set from Dollar Tree. I'm going to use some hot glue to attach the bottom of the cup to the bottom of the bowl, and I'm using hot glue for the sake of the video, but you should probably use an E6000 or maybe a Gorilla Glue for a stronger hold for this. I also run an extra bead of hot glue along that seam to help the hold be a little stronger. Next, I grabbed this thick white nautical rope I had in my stash, but you can get this type of rope at Dollar Tree too. I'm going to wrap the nautical rope around the seam between that cup and that bowl, and then secure it in place with hot glue. Now, this particular nautical rope kept unraveling on its own for some strange reason. This was not the Dollar Tree type. I don't think you'll have the same problem using the nautical rope from Dollar Tree. You know, I just like to be transparent with you guys. I did have to keep twisting this rope to hold it together as I was working. So the rope wrap was far from perfect on this, and hopefully you guys will have better luck when you do it. I'm going to take the whole thing outside to first spray it with this Rust-Oleum paint and primer in Ivory Silk, which I'll link for you below, and once that dries, I paint over that with Rust-Oleum multi-textured finish spray, which I will also link for you below, to give this piece some texture. Once all that spray paint had dried, I am loving the texture, but I want to darken the color up a bit. So I grab my antique wax and a large brush, and I'm going to paint over all of that texture paint to darken it up. I use the wax all over the entire piece. That's the outside and also on the wrapped rope that's there, and the edge, like the lip of the bowl and the inside of the bowl. I paint everywhere on that bowl, and I actually think I did 2 full coats on this to really deepen that color. And lastly, I did just a little bit of distress painting all over the entire project, including the wrapped rope with that apple barrel khaki color that we used earlier. And this is just to add a little depth to all of that texture. And this is my textured pedestal bowl, and I absolutely love the texture on this bowl. The textured spray combined with the antique wax and the khaki color distressing really give it an aged, kind of almost rusty metal look, in my opinion. And a brilliant use of some $1 items combined with rope and paint, a true DIY winner in my book. I hope you enjoyed this DIY magic as much as I did. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment below, letting me know which project was your favorite. You know I love hearing from you. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on budget-friendly DIYs. Thanks for watching, and remember that together we're making the world a more beautiful place, one DIY at a time.